Hello guys, you are welcome to my channel. Today we are going to sew this simple top with boat neck. So in this video we are going to learn how to cut boat neck, and we are also going to learn how to cut princess dart from shoulder. I have a video on how to cut off shoulder princess dart bustier, but this one is going to be the shoulder. You can use the same methods, just some slight difference. Okay, and so this is my basic bodice part, and this is for front and this is for back. I'll put the back aside. Okay, so how to determine the width of your fabric is your bust. This is half length, so the larger part is the bust. If you are making a straight dress without cut and join, then use the largest part, which is your hip, divided into 4 plus at least 4 inches. We are going to mark the from here to here is back measurement plus ½ inch. Back measurement divided by 2 plus ½ inch. So the back is 14. And so divided into 2 is going to be 7. And so I added plus ½, and the half is for sleeve. Okay. So from here, this is our starting point to this is my bust line, which is shoulder to bust 10.5. I added ½ inch to it to make it 11. And then this line is under bust. That is under bust is 14 plus ½, making 14.5. Half length is 16 plus ½ 16.5. Then I have extra half for holding at the top. Boat neck, usually you have to mark between 4.5 to 5 inches. 4.5 to 5 inches, but with this I'm going to use 4.5. The neck width I'm using 4.5. And then the neck dip, you can use 4 inches, but I'm going to use 3.5. 3.5 for the neck dip. 3.5. Okay. And so for the neck width, I am going to add 1/4 to 8. So I'll add about 1/4 inch to 8. I don't want it to make exactly 5. 1/4 inch. Okay. Okay, so this is it. Then I'll come in here by 1 inch like this. So you can use your hand to draw it. So I'm just creating some dotted lines. You see, so something like that. I'm going to use my curve to complete it very well. So we are going to cut this. After, I'll place this on a fabric to cut so you will understand it well. So I have a shoulder slope of 1 inch here, and I'm going to join it to my neck width. Now we are going to draw our princess dart, and so from this is my dart. The dart I'm using is 3.5. 3.5 plus ½ inch, making 4. And this is under bust, so place the same 4 there. The waistline, I place the same 4 there. Now at the under bust, I am going to come here outer like this by 1.5, because my client is a slim person. If it's a bustier person, make it 2 inches. So 1.5 here is okay. Then I'll come here by 1. That is the under bust area. Then I'll come here by ½ inch. The waistline, ½ inch. I'll mark the same thing also here, ½ inch. I'm going to extend it to this line. The 1.5 at the under bust, I'm going to mark the same thing also here, and I'm going to extend it down. Okay, so this is it. So I'll come to this point. I'll measure ½ inch down here, ½ inch here. Then I'll use my curve to join to the 1/2 inch. To join it to the 1/2 inch. So this is it. This is it. Okay. Then I'll come here. From the shoulder slant to this is 7. The 1/2 is 3.5. So this is 3.5. And so I'm going to measure, that's it, 3.5 here. So I'm going to measure 1/2 inch here. And then 1/2 inch down here also. So 1/2 inch on each side. Okay. I'm joining it to the middle. Okay. Then I'm going to join the 1/2 inch also here to the middle. Then I'm going to join it to the 1/2 inch at the upper part there. So this is it. I'm trying to blend this place very well. Okay, so this is it. This is it. Okay, now what we have here is 1 inch, half 1 inch. I'm going to add that 1 inch to this so that when I join it, it's not going to, there will be no any shortage anywhere. So I'll place it here and mark the 1 inch here. Okay, so I'm going to extend that to 8. So this is it. So we are going to draw our new armhole here. So I'm going to cut this. I'm not cutting these. So I'm going to cut this armhole. Okay. Now when we come here, I'm going to join this 1 inch here to the point here. So this is it. And I'm going to join it to the 1/2 inch also. Okay, then I'm going to join this one straight. So this is it. Okay, so I'm going to place my measurements. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to forget about the bust line, then I'll come straight to the waist, the under bust. We are using the waist measurement also for the under bust. The waist is 26. 26 divided by 2 is going to be 13. So when I divide 13 into 2 is 6.5. So 6.5, when I measure here, I have 2.5. And so 2.5 plus 6.5, that is going to be 6.5 plus 2.5, 1, 2, that's going to be 9. 9, then I'll add 2 inches to 8, and that's going to be 1, 2 plus 1 inch for joining. And I'm going to have this here 12, and so I'll place the same 12 also here. I'll place the same 12 also at the waistline here. And what I'm going to do is I am going to join it from the armhole point straight to the waistline. Okay, so this is it for our princess dart and our boat neck. So we'll cut this off and this. So I'm going to do the back. Okay, so this is the back, same neck width, The neck dip, I made it 8. I want the back to go down a bit, and this is 2 inches zip allowance. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is the back two is going to be princess that's the same. Okay, so for the front it was 11, but the back I'm going to make it 10. Okay, 10 here, so the princess that will be pointed here. Then I'm going to just mark the middle, which is 3.5, and I'm going to join that to the 10. You know, this back, you don't really need any curve, serious curve there. So this is it. Let me try and blend it well. Okay, so blending it, I've gone in by 1/4 inch so that I can get, I blended and I went in by 1/4 inch so that I can get it straight. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to add 1/2 inch to this, so joining won't be a problem for me. Okay, I'm going to join it to that. When I come to the waist side, I'm going to measure 1/2 inch on each side. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. Okay, and I'm going to join that straight. I'm going to join it to the point. I'm just extending it down. And so from the dot point here, I'll place, that is the bust line is 32 divided into 2 is going to be 8. Divided into 4, 32 divided into 4 is going to be 8 plus 2 inches, 1, 2 plus 1/2 inch for joining, so it's going to be 11. I'm going to maintain it like that. Then I'll come to the waistline. The waistline is 26, that is 6.5. 6.5 plus the 1 inch here is going to be 7.5. So 7.5 plus 1 inch to join plus 2 inches, 1, 2, and that's 10.5. Okay, and so I'm going to join it to there. Okay. Okay, so this is it for the cutting, and this is it for the other side. That's the front, and so we have our shoulder princess that. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to take this part off. You know, I blended that place, so I'll take it off. Okay, so this is it for the back. This is it for the back. So when I join, everything is going to be equal. You see, everything is going to be equal. So this is it. Okay, so I'm going to place these on my fabric and then cut them. And the fabric I'm using is a lycra fabric for the sides. I'll place lining in it so it will help it stay in place. So I have these two for the sides, front and back. Okay, I'm going to use this for the middle parts of front and back. So this one is back and this is front. Okay. So this is our boat neck. See, this is our boat neck. Okay, so it's going to be like this. It's going to be like this. So you're going to have something like this way, and this one also here like this. So this is for the back. Okay, so we are going to cut our pleat, and this is what we are going to use for our pleats. Now the waist of the person is 26 and the dress length we are using is 23, 24. So let's say 24 minus 16 is going to be 8. Now the length I have here is 18. So if it's 18 and I divide it into 2, I'm going to get 9, which is okay for the pleat and sewing allowance. So I'll divide it into 2 and then I'll join them on one side. We don't want too much. So I'm going to divide this into 2. So this is it. I'll join this. I'll join this side. So when I join it, I'm going to have all together, I'm going to have 36 here. So all together is going to be 72, which is okay because my clients, the waist is 26 and the pleats, we don't need too much pleat, just some box pleats in there. So I'm going to cut lining for all these. I'm going to cut lining for them. Okay guys, so I'm done cutting lining and stitch for it. I did stitch for the front parts. This is the back parts, no stitch for it. And these are my sleeves. Now the sleeves I'm contemplating either to use the cloth or to use the lycra, but I also have stitch for it. I can decide to use the cloth to line it, line the lycra, and then use the lycra side. As I'm sewing, I'll decide on what to do with the sleeve. Okay, so this is it, and this is for our pleats. I have lining for it and I also have stiff for the pleats. Okay, so this is it for the cutting. I'll bring you another video on how to sew, disjoin everything together. Thanks so much for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing, like and share the video. Bye bye.